Welcome to this channel, and in this video we're going to be taking a question on derivatives, and this is all for preparation for the Maths 103 exam. So if you have x to the power 3 plus 4xy plus y to the power 5 negative 11 equal to 0, and they are asked to get the value of dy dx at negative 2 comma negative 1, and the options given are a negative 16 over 13, b 8 over 3, c negative 8 over 13, and d 16 over 13. So how do we get the derivative of this function? So we simply implement implicit differentiation, right? And then for the case of x to the power 3 plus 4xy, which is given to us, plus y to the power 5 negative 11 equal to 0, we start off, we differentiate x to the power 3, 3 comes down, right? So it becomes 3x to the power 3 minus 1 plus we now have a component which is a mixture of x and y. In this case, in order to get that, we first of all look at x and then take everything that doesn't contain x as a coefficient, right? And that's as a constant. So in this case it's 4y, and then if you differentiate x, it's going to give you 1. So 1 times 4y will leave you with what? 4y. Then plus, then we differentiate according to y. We take everything without y as a constant or a coefficient, and if you differentiate y according to y, we're going to have 1, right? Because if you have y to the power 1, 1 comes down, right? And then that will be 1 y to the power 1 minus 1, and that's y to the power 0, which is 1. So you're just left with 4x, which is the constant there, the y dx, because we differentiated according to y. And then in the case of y to the power 5, you can see that this one only contains y. So if you differentiate this according to y, 5 comes down, right? So it becomes 5y to the power 5 minus 1, and then differential of a constant is what? Is 0. So that's plus 0 equal to 0. So with this you can see that, and then you attach the y dx here, right? Because we differentiated according to y in this part. So if you factor out the y dx, that will be the y dx into 4x plus 5y to the power 5 minus 1 is what? 4. And that will be equal to negative 4y, because this has moved over to the right hand side of the equation, and then this part is 3x squared. So the 3x squared moves over to become negative 3x squared, and then with that, we have that the y dx is equal to negative 4y negative 3x squared over 4x plus 5y to the power 4. So all we simply need to do here is to substitute the coordinates given, and I hope you should know that negative 2 comma negative 1 in this form, this corresponds to the x coordinate, this corresponds to the y coordinates, which simply means that anywhere you have x, substitute negative 2, and anywhere you have y, substitute negative 1. So on doing that, what are we going to have? So that will be negative 4 into negative 1, negative 3 into negative 2 all squared, over 4 into negative 2 plus 5 into negative 1 to the power 4, right? And then we'll be very careful with the simplification. Negative 4 times negative 1 is positive 4. Negative 3. Negative 2 all squared is what? Negative 2 times negative 2, which is positive 4. Right? And then over 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. And then plus 5. Negative 1 to an even number is always what? 1. Right? So negative 1 to the power 4 is 1. And then we have 4 negative 12 over negative 8 plus 5, which is negative 3. So with this, the y dx is equal to, for what is 4 negative 12? That's negative 8. So negative 8 over negative 3, and that's equal to what? 8 over 3. And that is the y dx at negative 2 comma negative 1. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions that relate to this, my number is on the screen. And also, if you're interested in a private one-on-one class or a group session, do well to check the link in the description section and then book the class. Thank you so much once again. Please, if you've not subscribed to this channel, please also do well to do that by clicking the subscribe button, like, share this video. Have a nice day.